Hello, everybody. Welcome back to American Truck Simulator once again. Today we're checking out the SCS DLC that came out for the W900, which adds a lot of customization to the truck. Stick around to the end of the video and we'll go through all the customization together. We are in Guymon, Oklahoma today, and we're going to be staying on the north end of Oklahoma all the way out east to Tulsa. And a lot of people said that wasn't Tulsa you dropped off, it was Rockport. Well, as you can see right there, destination says Tulsa-Rockport, so that's where we're headed here with 52,910 pounds of fruit juice. All right, let's get started, shall we? A big thanks to Thrustmaster for sponsoring this video in the American Truck Simulator series. We're using the Thrustmaster T818 today, direct drive wheel base that you see. If you want to know what I use, everything is always linked in the description below, including Track IR that I use to freely look around. That's what we've got happening here. All right, we got a default truck and a default trailer, believe it or not, today. It's not a normal thing we do, but hey, we're gonna roll with it. We got Z-Mod's, I believe it's the 3406E in this thing, the Cat engine with an 18 speed, and we're fine on fuel and everything else. Should be for the most part. Got the 100th anniversary Kenworth here today. Go ahead and drop her down into second gear here. So, you may have been wondering, where have you been, Jeff? Well, I was on vacation. I took a longer vacation than I expected originally, but I ended up going to Canada, and we'll talk about my Canada trip here before too long. Getting bounced around on this next level racing motion platform V3 on this road. This is a bumpy road, I must say. Love it. I love the addition, like the immersion you get from a motion platform like this on a bumpy road like this. You see the front of the truck. Okay, shifting all over the place, you know. Yep, we'll turn right here. Sounds good to me. Make sure there's no cars coming. And there's not. We're on a dirt road in the middle of nowhere. Through our gears here and make a left. Just keeping the windows rolled down for right now. And then we'll talk about the trip here shortly. All right, well, we will turn left up here. But anywho, hopefully y'all are having a great week so far. And you had a good weekend. And all of last week was good to you as well. All right. I had a concert I went to last Monday. Saw Lamb of God in St. Louis. There's a new venue in St. Louis called The Factory, and the sound is so incredible in there. I'm very, very, very impressed with that venue. All right, after this truck, we should be good, I think. Looks like it. Looks like my anti-aliasing is not as good as it was before. It's what happens whenever you get a Windows update or something, or you update your gaming drivers. You got to reconfigure everything. Are you going to let me out? Is anybody going to let me out? Y'all are just going to get stacked up down there anywho. It doesn't look like they care too much, does it? Yeah, they're really stacking up here. And this guy, maybe after this one here, I'm just going to go right here. He's going to have to hit the brakes. You're going to have to stop for me, driver. Sorry. It'll work out. Thank you. Appreciate it. I know he didn't want to. All right, cool. Thank you for that. So, yeah, saw Lamb of God. And then I have another concert coming up soon. Going to go see Australian Pink Floyd at the same venue. Hey, welcome to Texas. We're going to be going through Texas just a little bit before we get back into Oklahoma. Getting up through my gears here. There we go. So yeah, that's gonna be a lot of fun. Very excited. I saw Australian Pink Floyd back in 2006. I think, is the last time I saw them. So it's been a while, honestly. Love the sound of this engine. Listen to this Jake brake on this bad boy. Open it up. Yeah. All right, left turn up here. Sounds good. We're doing exactly that. Slow her down. Floating my gears all the way through, but we're gonna have to come to a complete stop here, so we'll put in the clutch and add a little bit of brake here. Might as well. Oh, a GMC Jimmy. That's a nice looking Jimmy there. Always love the look of those things. So went to Canada in Calgary and well, the province of Alberta, and visited Mr. Civ Ryan. I've never been to Canada. It was the first time. And it was a blast. Had a good time. Went to a dueling piano bar, which was really cool. And went up into the mountains too. There's a little town out there called Bragg Creek. Hung out in that area there. There's some trails up there in the mountains. That was a lot of fun. I gotta say, you know, going into Canada was not so bad. The customs going into Canada were nothing. Like, you just go in after you land, and on your way to get baggage, slow down here. It's a railroad crossing that probably stacked everybody up. When you go in to pick up your baggage, you just kind of go to a screen and you put your passport in there and take a photo, and that's pretty much it. And then when you're leaving the airport, you just hand that little printout to the customs agent. But leaving Canada back into the U.S., it's what you would expect if you've ever been through customs in the U.S. Well, it hasn't changed much. It's still a pretty brutal experience. It's not streamlined. It's not quick. But, I mean, it was early in the morning. The only flights I could get were, like, super early in the morning. So, when I mean super early in the morning, I mean, like, 6:19 wheels up. However, that didn't happen. I can talk about that as well. But, I mean, let's talk about Canada. It was the least culture shock I've ever experienced when traveling. I mean, we went up there and it was pretty much just like the U.S. I didn't feel out of place. It was very easy to get used to the money system. And even, honestly, it's the first time I've, like, been around where you're, like, in an American setting, but everything's in kilometers, as far as measuring goes, or speed and all that. But, yeah, I really enjoyed it. I was very, very impressed with Canada. So if you've been thinking about going to Canada and you've never been, well, maybe you should go. Man, we're going to be in traffic here for a minute, so I am not going to make y'all sit through this. We are going to make a left turn up here, so when I make that left turn, I'll come back to y'all. All right, let's make sure there's no trains coming, and we are good on that front. And let's get out of here finally. The traffic was insane. Absolutely insane. I had to just go in and change a graphic setting and then come back, and then it reset the AI because they were just, I mean, gridlocked for the most part. So that's what I ended up doing there. That's why it's still 10:48 in the morning. All right, sweet. Finally on the road. I love the realism that the traffic mod does, but, you know, waiting in traffic is not as fun as one would imagine. And I use CIPS traffic mod, CIPS. I get a question about that one all the time. I love how the nose of this truck moves around left to right. That's definitely something I didn't notice before on other rigs. It's only, you know, if you, like, do... I'm trying to figure out when it does that. I think it's just whenever you're, like, in a corner, you'll notice it. Oh, you can see the motion of the nose there. It doesn't seem like it's latched down, does it? Not really. Keep our engine brake on right now. We're just in 7 high. We're going to be getting to a 75 on this road? I don't think so, dude. That's not happening. Let's turn that off. I think we're going to have to go through a town here shortly. So we'll see if we even make it remotely close to that. There we go. Nice. I didn't catch the NASCAR race over the weekend. I know they were at Watkins Glen, but I heard it was an absolute snooze fest. So maybe that's for the best, you know? Slow down to 35 here. It's not a very loud Jake brake, but it gets the job done. Just keep her in 6 high right now and just kind of roll through town here, 35 mile an hour. That works for me. Yeah, I don't know why my anti-aliasing isn't as good as it was before, but I'm just assuming that's probably what it is, because that is one of the biggest pain in the butts about, you know, doing all this NVIDIA and profile inspector crap, is that every time there's like a Windows update or something major happens, you have to go back in and reset everything. So, kind of a pain in the butt, but whenever you get it dialed in, it does look much better. I will say that, but with the YouTube compression, it's probably not that big of a deal. Haven't played American Truck Sim in a while, so I was not expecting that. I need to probably update my Jazzy Cat models as well for the new version. I haven't done that yet. And yes, I do know they did announce Nebraska. That's pretty darn cool. So I'm guessing what they're going to do is do Nebraska and then probably the Dakotas after that. And then you'll have a huge wall of states on that edge before they ever get to, you know, my hometown of Missouri. Or even Iowa, Minneapolis, Arkansas, etc., etc. So I think we still have a little bit of a wait before we get to the Dakotas, which I'm all for. And I've seen a lot of people that, oh my God, what is that? It just like bottomed out. That happened the other day, didn't it? Yeah, last time we had a bottom out happen on the road. This thing is ridiculously bouncy. I don't know why. I didn't change anything. In fact, I've just stiffened up everything in the settings since last time. It was the Cascadia was the last time we had that big problem, remember? So yeah, I don't know why this thing is acting like it's on a trampoline. Well, maybe I can change something, like, I don't know, next time we stop. For now, we'll just roll into town here and just enjoy with what we've got. We're making a right turn out of here anyway. But we're back in Oklahoma. We're in Guyman now. So that will be nice. We'll stay in the north end of Oklahoma today. Let's roll out of the throttle a little bit here. So leaving Calgary that morning, we ended up having a delay, about a 45-minute delay for a fuel panel on the 737 that would not close. So they were like, well, we're going to get maintenance out. And trust me, you know, I've worked in aviation for a long time before I ever did YouTube. And I'm used to how all that works with the mechanics coming out. Well, the mechanic came out in the van, sat in the truck probably for about 10 minutes, then gets out, slowly walks over and opens the door. I mean, at this point, the beacon's on, gate is still attached to the airplane. They're ready for pushback as soon as possible. The whole plane is full of people trying to get out of Canada, and this is what's happening. So the guy walks all the way over to the left, gets whatever he needed, was like a something, and then goes back around to the front of the truck and then takes that piece of paper and starts walking towards the jetway. And I was like, are you kidding? He's going to go up all the way to the jetway and talk to the crew. Went up to the jetway, came down, talked to the crew for about 5-ish minutes, Went back out there. I mean, the slowest walk you've ever seen. Like, no hurry at all. And we're making a right turn here. And he finally gets into the van again and then calls up, which I assume is probably United Airlines, to get this thing deferred. Sits on the phone, ends his phone conversation. I can see all of this because I'm right there at the window looking out. And then probably about 10 minutes go by of him on the phone. Once that gets cleared, then, you know, another 5 minutes goes by and he steps out and walks back all the way over to the other side of the van. You better believe it. I mean, the slowest walk you've ever seen. And then opens the side door, digs in there for a minute or two, and there it is, the silver tape, the 200-mile-an-hour tape, whatever you want to call it, the aviation tape, in his hand. Basically looks like a big old silver roll of duct tape. And grabs his little clipboard and then slowly walks over to the fuel panel on the right wing. I kid you not, 20 minutes go by, so this is why it's a 45-minute delay. About 20 minutes go by, and then finally reemerges, goes back over there, puts the tape away as slowly as he picked it up, and then went back over to the van, sat in there, made a phone call, walked all the way back up to the crew, and they signed off on it, and then he walked away, and then we were able to finally get that jetway away and get the airplane pushed out, and on they went. So it was obnoxious. Moral of the story, people just don't get paid enough for their jobs, man. If they're that not in a hurry to help an entire airplane of people, there's probably a problem there. Or they just had, you know, poor work ethic. Who knows? I would be a little empathetic of people that are like crammed on an airplane, ready to leave, and then you just added 45 minutes to that. Then that causes so many problems down the road for everybody because of the connections. And you have to make those connecting flights. This is a yellow light. Oh, we got engine damage off of that. What is going on with this? What is that, dude? Holy moly. That's a nice car. That is ridiculous how that's hurting the truck. Well, now we have engine damage, and look at this. The thing pulls to the side. We knocked the alignment out of this truck. Wow. Well, that's good. We're going to have to visit a shop probably along the way. I don't think this thing's going to pass inspection. But, yeah, so making those connecting flights, because we were going Calgary to Denver and then Denver to St. Louis, but, you know, everybody was on board had connecting flights that morning. And barely made it. Barely made it. However, it was nice because the flight out of Denver to St. Louis got slightly delayed, so it helped out. But as we were taxiing in, they told us over the intercom, if you're a part of these flights, you're gonna raise your hand so everybody around you knows that if they're not on one of those flights that everybody named off, which I saw a ton of people around me that didn't raise their hand, you know, when they asked them that question. And then when we got to the gate, guess what? Everybody stood up. Everybody was fighting tooth and nail to get off the plane as usual. So it was an interesting morning. Didn't get a lot of sleep because it was a like wheels up at 6:19 a.m., which ended up being much later than that. But I have to get to the airport almost 3 hours before because of customs. So got to the airport probably around, and actually we probably got there around like 4. It was like 2 hours or something like that. This thing will not go into 8 high. I don't know why. So we knocked something out in the transmission. This thing is not in good shape right now. She looks pretty from the outside, but rest you assured she is not doing so hot right now. And no wonder. I mean, look at the travel on the suspension on this thing, dude. This is obnoxious. I mean, insanely not obnoxious. Poor truck. Well, if we find a shop to pull into and fix our issues on the truck, I'm going to have to look in the settings and see why this thing is being so bouncy. It may be FRKN64's truck physics mod I use is incompatible with the new update. I mean, that's possible. Or is causing this, or you have to turn, you know, some other setting up to prevent it from happening and making it worse. All right, we're coming into a little town here. 65. Oh, it's 65 already at 65, so not worried about that in the slightest. Okay, slowing down. I don't know. What is this? What is this crap? Dude, I am telling you what, we got some phantoms in this truck today. That is ridiculous. Okay, well, that's all it took for me. I'm gonna go ahead and stiffen up this suspension. Suspension stiffness is at 50%. Cabin suspension stiffness is 100. It might be the uneven service simulation doing it. Let's boost the suspension stiffness to 100% and uneven to 100% and see if that fixes it. All right, ambulance figured their life out, looks like, so we're gonna start rolling forward here, but yeah, this thing is in not... Nope, it just died on us, actually. That's how much damage we have on this truck. All right. So we're gonna have to get this thing to a shop quick. Okay, we're going through here. Hopefully. No more damage to our truck. We'll see if this helps the suspension. It looks like it's better already. But we'll see. We got a shop up here on the left, so that's good news for us. We're definitely going to hit that up. Yeah, this seems like it's better and smoother. So I think we're going to stick with it being at 100%. I had no clue it was going to be rolling around as bad as she was. I mean, you still have movement. You still have movement, but it's nothing like it was. Oh my God. What is with these stutters all of a sudden, too? Okay, left turn here. I'm going to truck service. We got... Oh, and it just died on us again. Come on. Come on. Oh, she really doesn't want to start. Come on. Oh, that is bad, dude. Try it again. We're almost there to the station. Unexpected detour today, having to get the truck fixed because, yeah, a little obnoxious what we just dealt with there. But that's about how it goes, man, with our luck. Okay, I'm just gonna have to put my nose out here eventually and somebody's gonna let me out. Is it gonna be you? Could it be you? Could it be you? You gonna do it? Nope, you don't care, do you? Get a little more obnoxious here after this challenger. Oh, and she died. He has no choice now because we're just rolling. Come on, old Bessie, start up. Thank you. Well, an unexpected turn of events here on our trip. That's trucking, though. I mean, let's be honest. There's really not a lot we could do. All right, let's pull up here and get it serviced. Should be right here, actually. Have them come out and look at it and go, yeah, your suspension's destroyed, dude. Looking at the service, wow, that's a lot of damage. 32,182 in truck damage, trailer damage with 5,769. All right, well, that was obnoxious and very expensive as well. Should be able to pull on out of here decently. Yeah. That's, that was not what I was expecting. That much damage to be the truck and trailer off of that. Let's go in the dirt a little bit here, no biggie. Bring that trailer around with us here. Straighten it out. Okay. Well, let's get out of here. Back on the road. I'm going to keep the windows rolled down here and let you just listen to the sounds of American Truck Sim here for a little bit. If we can get out of here on time. Well, actually, you know what? I'm going to try to stick my nose out after this car right here. You going to stop? He is not going to stop. Not going to stop. They're not going to stop. Nobody stops for anybody here. Wow. Okay. Jeez, dude. I need another... Right here, right here, right here, right here. You're going to let me out. Thank you. Appreciate it. All right. I'm going to shut up. Listen to the sounds. This cat engine going through gears and all that. All right. Well, that was lovely. That was lovely indeed. Got Annie's there and a pizza house and a Vortex. Put my thing back down in here. Let's see if it'll go into the last gear now. 8 low, 8 high. Yeah, no, it was just damage from that damage that we had, so that's interesting. Put it back down in the first gear. Something different, you know? Normally we just get from point A to point B with no issues. Today we had some major problems we had to deal with, so that's okay. Yeah, I'm not a fan of this anti-aliasing setting, and I went in and turned it all the way up, but I'm pretty sure the NVIDIA profile inspector is the one that's preventing it from doing it correctly, I would imagine, so. Luckily I have saved that profile, and all you gotta do is just kind of drag it back in there. And it should work, technically. So today I'm pretty much just driving in a ATS world, similar to a lot of what y'all have to deal with, because the anti-aliasing in American Truck Simulator is very bad. It is not good at all. Woodward welcomes you. Well, thank you, Woodward. We appreciate that. Got a hot burger there. Hot hamburger sandwiches. Right there.
Go straight.
We're going straight. So that was the medium setting on the Jake brake I had there. That's low. And you turn it all the way back up to high. It just doesn't have a very impressive sounding one. We roll our windows down and do it. I mean, it's pretty decent. Doesn't have the chop sound to it, you know? Which not every engine needs to have that. Got the first something church here. That's a Presbyterian, I think. That's what that says. We got our astronaut, as per usual, here hanging up. The arcade there on the left there. Man, I love that Trans Am. That is nice. So Coast to Coast finally got a update that now makes it compatible with Oklahoma and Texas, the new Texas. So that whole Texarkana run from Atlanta to Texarkana and back that I want to do in the W900 for Smokey and the Bandits is pretty close to being a reality now. So very cool. Hats off to Hamburg who makes the Coast to Coast mod, for keeping it up to date. For that's the biggest pain in the butt for a lot of modders is, when the new versions of America Truck Sim come out, they have to redo all their stuff. Not all the time, but it depends on what it is. Got Enid 67 miles. We're going to Rockport and Tulsa. I'm just gonna stay in this lane until they tell me to not stay in it anymore. Got an intersection up here. I don't know what these cars are going to be doing. We have right of way, but you never know. Okay, looks like we're good. And this lane ends, so over to the left we go. Climb this hill. We talked about that last time. Yeah, Oklahoma does have a little bit of a hill. Not a little bit of a hill, but it has hills in this section of Oklahoma. Another thing is we're getting these stutters again, so that's starting to make me think that my whole frame capture or capping I have in the profile inspector is not working either. I don't think any of my profile is working at all. That's what it looks like to me. And it took a long time to dial all that crap in. Just for you to get it wiped away. Roadside table in 1 mile. That's where that little camera is there. Yeah, the swimming on the fences. Whew. It's a big oof. Big oof there. But if you guys got the W900 DLC, I think it's like a $3.99. Is that what it was? Or $2.99? I think it was $3.99. Don't remember. But the nice thing about SCS is they sent me a version of America Truck Sim that gets pretty much all the DLCs. So I went to go buy it actually, and I realized that I already owned it. So I think that that's what that is, and I'm very, very, trust me, I understand. I'm grateful, and I think it's incredible that I'm in a position where they would do that for me, and they let us see the states early and stuff like that when they're releasing. But if I were to, want to buy a DLC, and I used to buy them a long time ago, and then I guess they just updated my key to where now I get the DLCs, because there's a few of them I have purchased in the past, including the Goodyear one. The Goodyear one was perfect, because, if you like to run pretty much vanilla in your game, you get those Goodyear tires and you're golden. You don't have to have those dynamics on it. But the customization I'm going to show you at the end of this video, I think it's worth it, honestly. For a couple bucks, there's a lot there. However, it's just for the Kenworth, so keep that in mind, I think that it's a good thing. However, I think it should be part of the base game, and it should be that they're doing that for more than just the Kenworth, for all the trucks. For as long as people have been around playing this game, they need to throw them a bone once in a while. Your bread and butter with DLC is states. Now, the only thing I can think, it's similar to the Goodyear DLC. The reason why it has to be in a DLC format might be because of the Kenworth license they have. I don't know. Or the amount of money it took for them to go get the actual licensed parts and stuff like that. I really don't know the back end of that, but I would assume that would probably be why. But I still think it should have been a free update for all the people that have been, playing this game as long as they have. Especially, say, hey, if you bought Oklahoma recently, you get this DLC free.
Go straight.
But it is a really well done DLC, and if you like the default trucks, and you like that whole package deal that you get with it, Let's go into 6 here. I don't know what that car was doing. Then you're really gonna like it. It brings it up to the level of a lot of the payware trucks, you know, like John Ruta's Highway Killer and stuff. Like, it really does get it close to that. So you will see soon enough what the options are. There were some really unique options too that I was not expecting that we used. And if you like lights on your truck, whoo, you could put a lot of lights on it. Oh my, that's a big lag spike, dude. How do we go from looking so perfectly beautiful last time to today? And I honestly didn't even notice it until we started driving. It's one of those things, you know, it's out of sight, out of mind until you spend an hour or so back in the sim and you realize something is off. I remember this exact spot in Enid. And here comes a train. You gotta watch those trains because they love to throw up that invisible wall you smash right into. Ooh, nice motorcycle on the trailer there. Well, I'm not in a big hurry to get up there since the train's coming through, you know. And we don't have any hazardous materials on board here today, so we don't have to come to a stop at the tracks, regardless if the gate's down. So, don't want to hear it. At DHL. Short train. I don't have that mod in there for the long trains. Should be able to just keep this 18-wheeler rolling here. Now, we're not supposed to change gear over the tracks, so wait till we cross over the tracks. Now we're gonna skip a gear here on this one. Now we're in the upper gears, just like that. Pizza. Hot and ready. They have a terrible commercial going around right now for their new thin crust pizza. See, now, that's what I love about St. Louis style pizza, and Emo's to be precise, is it's like cracker thin crust. And with pizza, you know, you get filled up so much on the breading or the dough. And a lot of, like, big pizzas that have a lot of dough on them, they fill you up really fast. Okay, you have to get over, dude. Are you going to do it? Or are you just going to be an idiot? Okay, you're going to be an idiot. That's fine. That's too real. That happens in the real world right there, that exact thing. 87 miles outside of Tulsa here. If we didn't have to get our truck rebuilt after bottoming out on it a couple times. That fixed it completely, though. It was the, I think it was just the suspension stiffness couldn't be at 50% on this truck with the FRKN64 truck physics mod. But they have a new commercial floating around for that thin crust pizza. What are you doing there, Shelby? And it's really stupid. Them skipping pizzas across the lake. Ever since I was a kid, I would come out here and skip my pizza across the lake. And then it cuts to another. When I was a kid, I'd come out here or as far as I can remember, pizza would come flying out of the lake right into my hand. It is so stupid. And, you know, come to think, talking about that stupid commercial, been watching a lot of different shows on Hulu. And Hulu is one of those things where you can pay for the upper packages, you know, without ads. And if you do that, well, it doesn't mean anything. Because if you watch anything that's been recently on television and you're following a series, well, you're going to have to watch ads, period. There's no getting around it. You have to. Now, one thing I think should be illegal, we don't have the train coming, should be illegal, is these ad companies are posting the same ads twice in a row. So it's bad enough you get say you get a 30-second spot commercial. 30 seconds. And then they go ahead and do the exact same commercial twice. It's enough to make you crazy. Like, it really is. I don't know why that is not outlawed. That should not be allowed. All right, no changing gears on the tracks. Actually, it probably is. You should wait until your entire trailer clears the tracks as well. Look at that traffic jam there from that train. They're not messing around today. So I thought I'd just bring that up. I'm sure you've dealt with that and you've seen it yourself. It's an ultimate kick in the face whenever you pay for, you know, an ad-free experience on Hulu. And they just douse you with the same one twice in a row. Ah, well. I digress, I suppose. Let this big truck on the highway here get over. There you go, buddy. If you need to get over, you can. Unless some stupid four-wheeler tries to pass us on the right, which they love to do. Yep, he's going to try it. Yep, better believe it. They both got right back on the highway anyway, so didn't even need to do that. We were being too nice. It's a Corvette. It's a nice Corvette. All right, now we're 57 outside of Tulsa, so we're getting closer. When I get up in this about 1600 RPM in 8th gear here, you hear that? Almost sounds like a police siren in the background. I know it's not. It's just, it's the turbo kind of like coming up and down or in and out of its range, but it sounds like a police siren when it does it. Interesting. Ooh, had a big bump there. This is a little bit better. Yeah, it's got to be that that mod I have in here doing that. These trucks are not near as spongy like this by default in the game. I cannot believe I'm driving a default truck. Granted with Z-Mod sound set in it, but I'm very impressed with it. Okay, you guys are slamming brakes, aren't you? It's a toll, that's why. Go through it slowly. There we go. That wasn't so bad. It's very similar to how the Florida tolls work. We should make Tulsa before sundown. We're definitely going to try. This will definitely be a longer video. Especially since we're going to go through the customization at the end of the video. I've been trying to get to those other cities in Oklahoma, but oh my God, I thought the game was going to crash. It was that bad, dude. And if you ever get really bad ones like that, you have to like make the frame rate in the game 60 frames per second or 59 in the NVIDIA Profile Inspector and in the game. That is just horrible. It's Tulsa is what's doing it here. Dude, you would think I'm on a potato PC today. Like, no joke. I need to get the... I'm thinking about just kind of not using Project Next Gen. Since it currently isn't working with this, I have to get a hold of them again, and I'm sure they're going to be like, £2, please. Tulsa discovered. You have to go through this road to get it discovered. Remember, we came through the other side, and it didn't do it. The thing is, though, there's some great freeware, like 8K skyboxes out there that I've seen that look actually a little better than Project Next Gen, and I might be going that direction, to be perfectly honest with you. So I have some work to do on my installation of American Truck Sim, as you can see, because this ain't it, Chief. Not at all. We need to get over all the way to the right, I'm pretty sure.
Keep right.
Yep, keep right. Can I get over in this lane, or you need me all the way over? I'm gonna take it this one. Another train. I was like, what the hell was that? I'm gonna get over again here if I can. That Kenworth's probably gonna not want to let me over. No, he's gonna let me over. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate you. Be sure to say thank you. Let's get that Jake on. Let's roll our windows down here. We made it to Tulsa. We're going to Rockport, which is all the way to the east and then to the north. I've had a lot of requests to check out Slob Jerry's sound sets, so we're going to be doing that as well soon. Show him some love. My lord, dude. He just slammed the brakes on us. I was like, what is that? So we will be doing that. We got tons of stuff we're going to be going over. Back in action after my vacation. But first things first, doing some housekeeping on the sim, because this is an ideal experience as far as the stutters go, which I know it's got to be a frame rate issue with just not locking the frames to 60, because this game hates anything over 59 frames. And if you have a big gaming monitor that has a high refresh rate, it seems like it wreaks havoc on you. All right, let's go up into third. We should be able to make this no problem. On Domingo Road we go. Swing all the way over to this side. That'll work. That'll do nicely. Another train. Lots of trains come. Well, no, that's the same track set, but lots of trains coming through the area. Yeah, I remember this, where we're at here. We'll check out Equus Power there. It was a good looking rig. Little pup trailer there. On the back. All right, since it's getting into the evening, I'm going to go ahead and... Why are we not in first gear? Now we are. We go to the outside view, let you see a little action of the truck from there. All right, back inside view before I kill somebody on the road here. There's the school bus plant there. So we have a new DLC coming out for Bus Simulator, and I will be showcasing it right here on this rig. That is the new school bus DLC. I think that's going to be really cool. And they have a deal with Bluebird, and we're going to see those exact buses right there. Those might be internationals. I don't know. But we're going to have that in Bus Simulator 21. Or 22, or whatever. Slow down here. So I will be showcasing that soon enough. And we're going to be back in action with Airport Sim tomorrow with a new build of that, which is really exciting. Slow down. They're sending me an early access build of that. So it's not just that demo, and they've added more things to do. So I'm very excited for that. We'll be doing that. That's tomorrow's video. Go, buddy, go. Yep, Tulsa Rockport, baby. We're here. We made it before sundown, too, which is interesting. Now, can we get the trailer in place before sun? I don't know. You saw how long this trailer is, and it's got that moving axle on the back there, which can really throw you off. We got this fruit juice. Come on, buddy. Time to go. Hey, how you doing? Yep, got some fruit juice. All right, have a good one. All right. Are they gonna let me through? Are they gonna be stupid? So you have to get like real close to it sometimes, or you have to enter. Nope. No, we just get close to it. Yep, had to get close to it. Okay, cool. It's almost as bad as GTA 5 with those gates. And this will be a different spot we're dropping, though. Last time we came through here, we dropped off, I believe, at the Walmart. It's gonna be on the right regardless, so I'll just get in this lane. There we go. Wow, dude, that was stupid. That was a bonehead friggin' move right there. Holy moly. Yeah, we went there last time. There on the right at the Walmart. So this is a new spot we're going to. Never been before. In Rockport. Any trains coming? Nothing from the right. Nothing from the left. We're good. Yeah, we're going to this actual port over here, it looks like. Well, it's not a port, but it's a rail yard, it looks like. This guy coming through here, is he turning? He's turning. Sweet. Oh, there's a stop sign there at those railroad tracks. That's cool. Oh, got a little shunter over here. All right, buddy. Why? Do not go. It's too realistic with the drivers sometimes. That's cool looking there. All right, yeah, let's start making a left turn in here. This is neat. Never been here before. Actual Rockport is where we're going. All right. Yes, we have. These are actual rails here, and they are modeled because I'm feeling it in the motion platform. All right, bump, bump, bump. Let's kill that. Turn those on, and see where we're going. That thing's moving. That's cool. Back here on the right side. Yeah, it's a river, a barge. I got a barge. Where am I supposed to go with this? I have no idea, dude. In there? Are we supposed to put it in there or over there? It is here. That is weird. Oh, that's very strange. I don't know how this is going to go. That is no bueno. I wonder if I can go all the way around and set up for this a better way. I'm assuming so. We're going to try to do that. Because I'm going to have to set up to the left when I roll in there. And I think I can get out on the road right here, so we're going to try that. Back in that corner. Actually, if I could turn around up here in this intersection, that would help us too, but I'm trying to think of how I want to do this. Yeah, we're just going to go in and then to the left and then back up. That's what we're going to do. Don't mind us. We're just being dummies. Never been here before. It's our first. Yeah, looks like we have room to pull up in there to the left behind that building. Right next to this barge, so we'll see how this goes. Just look at how beautiful this truck is, man. I absolutely love it. That looks really good. I love the headlights on this thing, but yeah. I just noticed that we haven't looked at the lighting yet at night, and it's about as close as we'll get, so. All right, let's figure this out. All right, so it looks like we can go to the left. If we go to the left there and just back straight in, we should be okay. I don't know how much room's back here. Let's go all the way to the right and then all the way to the left. Oh, okay, there's room back here. I don't know about that drop-off spot, though. It's kind of angled in the air. It's weird. We'll see how far they let us go back here, too. But this seems to be the option. I mean, there's a little thing here in the way. But that's okay. I don't want to hit that. Let's go to the left and then to the right. And that should be set up for the backing. Yeah, that should be okay. Because we have that axle back there that spins, you know? And it helps the trailer point in the right way. All right, we're going to go in this direction here. Not hitting anything, if possible. There we go. It's a decent setup, I think. We don't smack the wall here in the midst of it. It's a little more difficult than I thought it was going to be because of this trailer. All right, now let's bring it all the way this way. We should have it pointed in a decent spot if we go to the left here. Let's go to the left and not hit this. Yeah, you can see what they did here. It seems like it would be easy, but that's if you have a small trailer, you know what I mean? And we don't have a small trailer here, so we're going to have to cut this thing all the way over. Pretty much like a normal drop now from here. Yep. All right, let's bring it back this way. Just have this big, huge dumpster there in the way on purpose to throw us off a little bit, you know? Yeah, this trailer axle's coming in handy today. All right, pull up to the right. We should have this thing in a little more shallow angle. And just what we need, about right there. There we go. I just don't know where the drop-off point actually is and if it's going to accept it, you know what I mean? That's the true question here. It will turn without smacking into the wall. That'd be nice. There you go. Yeah, it's like with that axle, it's really delayed with the spin on it. Yeah, I can see the lines back there, but are we in there? I think we are, for the most part. It's pretty tight over here, though. Let's see if this does anything stupid to us. It might. It might do something stupid. This is about as close as I can get. We'll see if it turns green for us. I don't know. I just don't know which way it wants it to go. Come on, go green. Yeah, we got it in there. Nice. Wow, that's kind of a pain in the butt. A lot harder than I thought it was going to be, that's for certain. But we got it done. It's all cockeyed in there, but hey, that's all right. Let's go ahead and unload it and see what we got. We got a reasonable, probably because of the damage that we had there. Yep, that's what it was. So a reasonable 383 miles, 12 hours, 3 minutes, and 95.4 gallons of fuel consumed. If we go to the Kenworth dealership here, you can see we can hit customized configuration on this truck. And this is the 100 anniversary truck that was released, and it looks really, really nice. But if you come over here, you can see the options. For the 86 Studio Sleeper, you can have a 72, obviously. In here, you have the 100th anniversary now. This is what gives you the red base on it. You can put something else on there if you'd like, and it'll change the color as well. Engine-wise, you can change out whatever you want, of course. Same thing for that. Interior, here you go. You have Splendor Slate Gray, Diamond Blue, Bordeaux Red. You see all the work that's been done in actually customizing everything. There's the 100 Series 1 we were using today. And then if we go to color paint jobs, normal stuff that we've had before, but they do have the 100th anniversary livery there. And here we go to accessories. So here we go down to the bottom, and you can see here we have a lot of different options when it comes to this. You even have like a Boxer Classic, Firefly painted. You got Ranger painted, has the dummy sticks on it. Then you've got the Foreman, Storm painted, and the one I used today was just Storm. So that's what we got right there. And then looking here, look at all the different options you have for this. So you have the louvered angle, which we were using there today, but you can do surround, you can do louvered angle, diamond cut. A lot of options here when it comes to customizing these trucks, which is really, really cool. Then we have the option for the actual blinkers, and you can go chrome orange, chrome red, LEDs. A lot of cool stuff you can do here with the lollipop lights. Love that. Then we have the option to change out all the things on the sides. You can put like a Kenworth with the racing flags there with the checkered board or the checker flag there. Then you have options here for the different emblems in the front. Really cool customization you can do. A lot of different bug shields here as well. Interesting there, arrow painted. Then you have some Longhorn, Eagle, and Swan and Stallion, some things there as well. So a lot more options when it comes to that. Now you have options here for the badging on the side of the truck. You can change out this stuff. I mean, there's so much here. I can't even begin to tell you. Here is option down here for the floorboards or the footsteps. You got paint exclusive, paint 2. So many options when it comes to that. And then you have all this stuff here for like all the lighting you have. You can do round lights, what we did. You got rectangle lights. You can do industrial lighting on the side or little panels there. A lot of options with that. Here's the different options for the exhaust itself. I love having these painted exhausts. They actually look really, really nice and not what I was expecting. Then we have options here. You can do wings. You can do just normal Kenworth here. You can do bold, guard, whatever you want there. Options for the mirrors. You got tons of that stuff happening as well. And then options on the visors. Then we have the option to have this sunroof in there, which we had today. Horn adapter if you want to put horns on there, obviously. Up here you got a light adapter, and then you can put your lights on there. And then you can have a roof deflector on this thing and put the back pieces to it. So you got like standard, reverse helper. You got these support lights, like round ones that we have in the back there. That's what I had on mine. So you can actually put that whole top piece on there, what looks really, really cool. You put a whale tail on it. You put a turbo wing on it, which we did to make it look ridiculous. A lot of options there when it comes to that stuff. Then we have options over here for the air cleaner. You have a lot of different air cleaner options as well. Then we have the safety window option there. You can get rid of that if you would like and just have a classic door on it. So that is something you can do. You can change out these guys here. Got bolted option there for that. So really cool when it comes to that. Some paint options here, or some paint. The fuel tank options here. There's a lot of those. And then you can put lights on pretty much any of these, which is really cool. Same thing for this down here. You put round lights down there at the bottom as well if you'd like. So you do have options when it comes to that. Doors, you can change that out. And then on the back, you could put different LED lights with the rails if you'd like. You got Kenworth retro lighting set up there. Hex LEDs. Then you have, basic logging rack, and then you can get standard exclusive cabinet if you would like. Then you have options for like the plates on the back here. The backs of these, a lot of options here. You have like Thor, Boxer. Then you have Legatus there, and then the cool ones are these Storm ones back here. You got Chrome Retro and Storm. That's what I was using there. So really cool when it comes to all of that. And then a lot of options here for your actual fenders on the back if you'd like to have painted or chrome or whatever. You can certainly do that. So that's just kind of scratching the surface of options here that you have on the truck itself. So you can change out those things. Really cool. Here's all the headlight options here. A lot more than we originally had for sure. Inside you have options for all this stuff as usual. Nothing new there. Nothing new here. Here's the new stuff you can do. The carbon blue, you can change out the interior stuff. And I like this a lot. This is what really matters the most. Normal stuff there. Nothing new there. You have the different steering wheels and stuff you can put on there if you'd like. And then you can change out the seats. Where's that at? I think it's down. No, you change out this stuff. The floor. Nope, that's not it. It's here. Yeah, you can change out the accessories for this, for the carpet and all that. Then you can click up here, and now you can change the seats to the Icon 900, to red, gray, blue, whatever you want it to be. There are options for that when it comes down to all of that. But that's a pretty quick look at everything that you can do with this particular truck now. All right, folks, that's going to do it for this episode of American Truck Simulator. Let me know what you thought of the DLC in the comments below. I've got a lot of work to do on this sim again, I'll tell you that, to get it back in prime time before we do another episode on it. That's for certain, but I will see you all next time. Take care.